Welcome, everyone. This is Betska, the Guru Coach, together with Raj Vashisht, co-host from Delhi, India. And welcome to Mindful Leadership Beyond Borders. I know I always say that we have another special guest, but this young man is truly a very, very special young man. And I know you're going to love him. I can't imagine anyone not loving him. Let me introduce you to him. Gavin is an artist. He's a fine artist. In fact, I've got some paintings in our home of his beautiful work. And he's an artist in every sense of the word, not just from his paintings, but to his musical compositions. And his paintings are truly captivating. You look at them, and the ones that we have are almost like you're looking at outer space, but you're seeing all the glorious colors of outer space. And I can personally attest to Gavin's remarkable resilience, having supported him through his journey with schizophrenia, using our proprietary mind kinetics coaching system. Now, I must say to everyone that when you're dealing with schizophrenia, your typical life coach is not the type of person you would generally go to for schizophrenia. You need a mind kinetics coach, someone who's trained in the subconscious mind and superconscious mind. So I just wanted to add that because that's important. Now, despite experiencing episodes that profoundly disrupted his thoughts and actions, Gavin consistently fought to gain control. Growing up with an alter ego that fostered a false sense of self, Gavin has a deep understanding of the nature of delusional confidence, which is our topic here today because of this. Even at his lowest points, when he felt suicidal, he actively sought professional help. And while therapy could only provide limited assistance for his internal struggles, Gavin has made significant progress towards recovery through our numerous Mind Kinetics life coaching sessions. And yes, I am Gavin's Mind Kinetics coach. You also need to know he loves disc golf, which probably didn't exist 10 years ago, but here it is. And he finds that it really helps him with his struggle. So welcome, Gavin. You are a delight. I've known you for, 5 years or something. And to have you on our podcast to discuss your schizophrenia and your delusional confidence that was wrapped into all of that and your progress, what I see here today is a completely different young man than what I saw 5 years ago. So congratulations, first of all, to your progress.
Thank you, Betska. Yeah. Well, I definitely have gone through a lot, and I'd like to say that it's been quite a journey. I really enjoyed it. I got to learn so much from you, and it's been incredible. So thank you.
Thank you. And we thank God for the opportunity to work together. Now, let's start off. Raj pointed out, that lots of people are discussing delusional confidence, but how would you define it? Keep it simple so that we can all understand it. When I went on the internet, I went, oh my God, I couldn't understand a word, so or much of it. So explain it from your perspective. What is it since you've lived it?
Well, a lot of the things I talk about when I say that you said that I had an alter ego, which I did. And essentially, I had this false belief in myself. So I had this false confidence in oneself, which was an alter ego. And it gave me confidence in myself. And essentially, what I mean by that is that I had this feeling of being unstoppable. I thought I could do things that were just simply unrealistic. And then I got extremely sick because it transformed into an episode.
Mm.
And
And describe an episode to our viewers. What
so I
did that feel like?
essentially lost my mind
Mm-hmm.
and control of my body,
Mm-hmm.
and I got transformed into a place in my mind where I had to well, first of all, I was seeing things, hearing voices, and I had to essentially fight to get out of there. And I had to struggle against my own mind and just battle within myself to overcome what was going on. And eventually it took time, but I did recover.
Yeah.
And it didn't just happen once. I actually had
Mm.
3 episodes before I seek professional help, which was doctors, therapists, and everything else you could think of.
Mm-hmm. And I know that you ended up in hospital a couple times. Yes.
It
In
was, I went to a hospital once just for a checkup. They did a evaluation and they determined there was nothing wrong with me. That was the first time.
mm-hmm.
And then the second time I called 911 on myself because I was feeling extremely suicidal, and
Mm.
they took me into the mental ward. And then I was there for 5 weeks and I was able to make somewhat of a recovery, and I was sent home. And then I felt like something was still tragically wrong inside because I had gone through so much. And
Mm.
essentially, I got back in contact with you after that, and we
Mm-hmm.
worked through it.
We did very successfully.
Yes.
So you know what? You may know the answer to this. People who suffer from schizophrenia, uh, what percentage of them do you know of actually recover like you have and you are doing?
Um,
I'm guessing that it's a low percentage, but I don't know.
I actually don't know either. Sorry.
mm, that's okay. I meant to look it up, but I think because if they don't clear the subconscious mind, if they don't retrain subconscious mind to think positively, they'll dig themselves deeper and deeper into the schizophrenia and the
Yeah.
delusional confidence. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
I'm guessing. Hmm.
uh,
In the
I
process,
luckily didn't experience that because I had you and lots of other help, and even
Mm.
my family was very supportive because
Yeah,
they've been there for me and they've been
right
really
on.
helpful.
Hmm. Raj, what was your thought or question?
I'm asking, Gavin, like that time situation and process was very difficult. So how you was feeling that time? How
Mm.
you are positive so much for handle that situation?
Are you talking
Um,
about the suicide
Yeah,
or
yeah. The
suicide? Oh
five
yeah. Oh,
five
so how
week
was he
time.
feeling? Yeah,
5 weeks time is
yeah.
very long time, he said.
Oh, 5 weeks in the hospital, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt really like I honestly felt depressed, and I just had to put my mind to another place and try to find and like see the light, honestly. That was
Hmm.
like the only way I found forward was just like thinking about being out of there and trying to
Hmm.
just see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm. You mentioned your family being incredibly supportive. Of course, I've met your mom, and wow, I mean, that was a big blessing that they continued to believe in your whole self, that it was there underneath all of this pain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how does one build your healthy confidence back after you've experienced this delusional confidence, this kind of fake person that is trying to take over your mind? How do you build your healthy confidence back?
Okay. One of the many techniques that we use and that you have taught me is visualization meditation. So I one of the ones that I've used is meditating about who I am and who, like, for example, my future self, what I envision as to this new Gavin that I have become. And yeah, and I even use breathing techniques
Mhm.
and just like focusing on breathing to help settle my restless mind.
Mm.
And that has helped me move forward.
Right on. When you were talking about your persistence, like you reached out to a lot of people for help. And Raj, I remember I was in my office one day and my messenger phone, the app messenger on my phone lit up, and it was Gavin. He was in Mexico.
Oh gosh.
And he's saying, I need help. So I think we dropped everything and just did it there or the next day or something. I don't know, but we won't go into the seriousness of that issue unless you want to, Gavin. But that just shows you how determined he was to stop this negative mind from taking over his life. And I really salute him for that.
Like me,
Thank
I'm
you.
also alive just because of meditation.
Yeah. Yeah. Raj and I
Yeah.
both do extensive.
Same here.
Hmm.
Just because of meditation, we are sitting in front of you.
So, Gavin, do you know of other people who, personally know them who suffer from delusional confidence?
Um, I'd like to say that I do because one of the people I grew up with, she was a student in my class, had schizophrenia like me,
Mm.
and she really struggled, and I didn't really understand it at first because I didn't I didn't really know what to think of it because it was very different than my schizophrenia. She had delusions that like things crawling up the walls, and
Ah,
it was I just tried to listen and be there, be supportive for her.
hmm. That's excellent. That's great. So, we're going to take a pause in a moment, but before we do that, knowing where you've come from and where you are today, what puts a smile on your face?
um I just honestly I just really enjoy what I do, and I get to spend a lot of my time making music and doing art.
Mm.
And every time I finish a painting or maybe record some music, even if it's not finished, I just get this bright smile and it lights me up.
And I'm just thinking about this, that maybe your schizophrenia has ignited more creativity within you. Is that possible?
Potentially, I wouldn't know.
It's like autistic children, even if they can't speak, sometimes they're incredibly brilliant.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
So I don't
speak
know.
through they speak through their painting, arts, music.
Yeah. They speak in different ways.
Yeah,
Right on. Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Well, that's awesome, Gavin, that you have that artistic bent to you. And I've always said that if and when I ever retire, I would like to do more painting, and you'll have to come over and teach me how to paint properly.
I
Okay,
don't
folks.
remember you saying that.
Oh, haven't I? Oh, well, here you go. I mean, you're just a few hours away, so I'll invite you over and you can teach me. I've shown you some of my rocks, haven't I?
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah.
beautiful, Betska.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. So,
paint these little designs on rocks.
yeah. And I made one beautiful one that looks like a heart, and I painted a bee on it, and it says, "Be vegan, make peace." Ha, very cute. Okay, folks, we're going to take a pause. We'll be right back for part 2 with Gavin Watson on the topic of delusional confidence. We'll be right back.